Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, I have a guest. If you were here last week while we were celebrating, World FM Day, you would remember when I said the conversation for this week or my next video is going to be interesting. And ladies and gentlemen, brace up because we're going to be having a very interesting conversation. Let me give you a little expo. We're going to be talking about the built environment and the intricacies involved in the built environment. So basically, I just want you to pay close attention as we dissect everything involved in the built environment and how we as people function in the built environment. If you're just joining us for the first time, please do well to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. FM Affairs was created just to help bring insights, proper understanding in, as touching real estate, facility management conversation, and also the built environment. So enough of this talk. I want to introduce my guests. Mr. Solomon, it's good to have you here. Thank you for coming. So please introduce yourself to my audience.
My name is Arigbo Solomon. I'm a teacher and I'm also a fashion designer.
Woo! This is a typical example of somebody who functions in a built environment. I told you we're going to be having a very interesting conversation. So, Mr. Solomon, where are you from?
I'm from Delta State.
Oh, Delta State. That's a very interesting part of the country. Were you born there? Did you grow up there?
I grew up there.
Wow. Anyways, so the built environment. You function in the built environment. I'm sure you have an understanding of what the built environment is.
Yes, sir.
The built environment is a man-made surrounding. So as people, a place that has been created for us to function, either our jobs, business, whatever it is that we're doing there, we live, is considered to be
a built environment.
So with this understanding, I have a theory. My theory is the way people interact with their environment tells a lot about who they are.
I don't really take it like that. Although in my own opinion, I feel there are a lot of factors that surrounds that. So let's take for instance, it sometimes depends on the comfortability of the environment. You understand?
Good point.
The comfortability of the environment and the management also. Management in the sense that in some environments, right? we have strict
maybe strategic approaches to things,
to facility.
To the facility,
And some environments, they are not that
strict, and there are no systems that have been put in place.
So, because the teaching line, and if you take for instance now, the way the private school protects their environment, it's quite different from the way the public school protects their own facilities and environment. You see?
Okay, so I agree to some extent. Because first, I like to let me give you an example. Somebody from your environment or somebody that is in the built environment goes to use the toilets. And does not flush. For me, it simply shows that they use the environment in their houses and they don't flush. I want to point your attention to something, because how you interact, I don't know. I don't want to say people will try to assume that people are watching them. I don't want to assume. I don't want to say that for somebody so the way somebody outside is different from the way they out inside. No matter who you are, I feel like your real self at some point it just comes out without even you knowing. Yes.
In my own opinion, right?
I like it when you say your own opinion.
Let me ask you a question now. Now let's take for example now. Using your private car and a public bus, it's not the same thing, right?
It's not the same.
Thank you very much. Now let's say you step on mud
While you're driving.
Before you're driving.
Okay, before you're driving. Okay.
Yeah. Let's say you step on mud. Yeah. Right? It's a rainy day.
Yeah.
You step on mud.
Yeah.
Before you want to get into your car. Like naturally, you're the one. Your car gets dirty. You're the one to take care of it.
Yeah.
Right? So what do you do before that? Do you wipe your feet or you just ignore it and go into it?
Do I wipe my feet before I get my car?
Yeah. And you step on mud.
So this example is very, very tricky. The truth is, the cars, they have this foot mat.
I know.
So this foot mat, it depends on the quantity of mud that I step on.
Yeah.
Naturally, sometimes I want to wipe my feet and enter the vehicle.
Naturally, even if it's small. Even if it's small, no matter how small, you are the one paying.
Yes.
For the working of the car.
I would definitely
wipe your feet.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
Thank you. That's you trying to manage your environment. Right?
Yes.
The car is part of your environment.
Yes, of course.
Now, let's talk about a public bus. Now, I don't know if you've been to one of these downfalls or
I have.
Now, it's no matter how you look, you understand?
Exactly.
It just does it say anything about your personality or you understand?
Okay. So are you saying that when you get to Rome, you behave like the Romans?
Yeah, you understand?
That's a very, very dangerous way to live life.
No, that's why I said it depends on the management. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, there are I have actually entered some, like we call it keke in Nigeria.
Yeah, tricycle.
For the international audience, tricycle. You understand?
Yeah.
So I have actually, and they have some very neat
tricycles.
Tricycle drivers. You understand?
Yes.
So you want to go in, they'll tell you there's some kind of load you want to carry. Like
they will not carry you.
This will 30 miles.
Not just load. We have. There's some roads that they don't pass.
And there are some that we just go everywhere.
Anywhere. Yes.
That tricycle driver at that moment is the management. Is the facility manager of that environment. You understand?
Yes.
So it all depends on that. So let's leave this example now. Let's go to our environment.
Yes.
Now it depends on the manager, and like we know, the manager cannot be everywhere at the same time.
The facility manager.
The facility manager cannot be everywhere at the same time.
Yes.
And in a normal an administrative setting is going to have people under him.
Of course.
You understand?
The team.
So the team now it also lies heavily on the team. Not even the facility manager.
Of course.
Because he has the vision of what he wants. I want this place neat. I want this place tidy.
Yeah.
You understand? I want so and so not to happen. You understand? But it lies solely on his team, those under him. You understand?
I agree.
So that's how I. So the same about. It doesn't talk about the person.
Yes.
It just talks about.
I'm grateful that you came here today. To be very honest, you have successfully opened my eyes to some things.
Okay.
To a different perspective. And I'm very, very happy because for me, I used to say the way they interact with the environment is exactly who they are.
No.
As much as I have not necessarily completely agree with everything you said. Now, as a facility manager, I love to have systems that I work with.
Okay.
Right? And I have people that have been strategically placed in different strategic positions to carry out these responsibilities. I'm not everywhere.
You can't be everywhere.
And I work with what we call, there's this reporting system, feedback mechanism. And I try to, get feedbacks from the people who are in that environment.
Okay.
From the people that use this environment. And most of the time, the feedbacks that we get, we tend to use it to improve our service.
Okay.
So as much as these systems are already in place, the people that have been placed strategically in those positions, they are now left with the responsibility to ensure that their own catchment or their own place of assignment is functioning properly.
Okay.
So now, what do you say about organizations that do not recognize that facility management? Because for public schools or for public environment, like maybe like the example you gave, I don't think they actually recognize that whole facility manager. So whose fault is it?
No, for things like...
But it's looking like, sorry to cut you, because it's looking like the profession itself has not necessarily entered into so many different places. Like not too many organizations or people are aware of it, right? Yeah. So whose fault is it? Especially in this part of the country, part of the world. So many people do not understand what facility management. We struggle sometimes to bring understanding to these people, and it's very, very draining.
Okay. Yeah. That's
so true. Because as a facility manager, you work hand in hand with different offices in the management setting, in a proper management setting. So whose fault or whose responsibility is it to ensure that those people have proper understanding of the roles and the responsibility of the facility manager?
Like what I've thought about, right?
Yeah.
I think any organization, right, that does not have a facility manager, is not a proper organization. Because let's take for instance, even in our house, your house you are building and you want to stay, right?
Yeah.
Are you building the house to stay for long, or are you building it to get damaged over time? So a facility manager, everybody can be, but in the administrative setting, we have professionals for that.
Of course.
So places like government school now, or the public school, let me say that, places like public school without a facility manager, those kind of settings have been built to fail. You understand? So without a facility manager, those kind of settings, like I said, have been built to fail. We don't have a facility manager. Okay, we built the school for them with roofs, windows, and all that. You know, it's an aluminum window.
Yeah.
All that.
It will need maintenance. It will need proper.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let them destroy it. Yeah, the government will put it again. So you see, but in a proper setting, then every organization, a good facility manager.
So lastly, before we call it a day, to be very honest, I've enjoyed this conversation so far.
Thank you.
And to you, the audience, before I ask my final question, because this my final question is very tricky, thank you for being here. But to you right now watching, what would you say about how people interact with the environment in your own words? Please use the comment section. Tell us, help me dissect or bring proper understanding or clarity to my theory of the way people interact with the environment goes a long way to show who they are. Help me understand it in your own words. Lastly, before we go,
yes,
facility manager or teacher? Facility manager or teacher?
No, I would prefer being a teacher, because the amount of responsibility that is in place on the facility manager is not.
It's not something everybody can do.
I think in developed countries, right?
Yeah.
In some of their malls and all that.
Yeah.
I read about it and
the job is cumbersome.
It's very cumbersome, I tell you. You have to even do.
There's some courses online that you need to take.
I'm telling you.
Practical courses.
And when it even comes down to people, you understand?
Managing people.
Crowd management.
Yeah.
Temperature management. Okay, are they too much? Energy management. I feel
like I'm going to bring Mr. Solomon back to have more conversations, right? Thank you so much, Mr. Solomon, for being here with us today.
You're welcome.
And if you agree with me, you can see that it's been an interesting conversation.
I tell you.
FM Affairs is here to bring you insight and understanding around conversations as touching real estate, FM, that's facility management, and also the built environment. And today we just talked about the built environment and how people interact with it. I'll see you next time, and guess what? We're going to be having a more interesting conversation the next time. Subscribe, like, share, and please follow us. All right? Thank you so much. And do you have a social media handle so that they can follow?
I know.
And you're going to tell me that, so I'll put it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Solomon. Thank you. See ya.
Thank you.